Good. Bye. Hello, hello. We are back at it again. Happy Saturday. Happy Sunday. Running it back on some Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. The city was damaged. The city was attacked. But we're still standing. We will regain, we will prevail. Anyways, gang. What's going on, Wuklamat? Before investigating the dome, Wuklamat wishes to see one important matter. Ooh, wow, ready? I know we're in a hurry to set off, but before we do, I need to address my people. The peace we swore to uphold has been shattered. They need to understand what happened and how we intend to fix it. So I want to call an assembly at the Winged Walk and assure them that all will be well. But as shaken as they are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need to hear your words. If you like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. I'll help too. This is an important step in the city's recovery. Care to join us, Saku? We shall. Speak with the people. While you handle that, Erenvel and I will see to provisions for the expedition. Thank you. I'll go ahead and have the Landsguard announce the address. People must first know there's going to be one before they can decide whether or not they want to hear it. If you could see the Resplendent Quarter in Bayside Bevy, Alize and I will split the rest of the city between us. Aye aye. What's good, Ishtola? I shall have to examine one of these mechanical soldiers later. I have a mind to inform Thancred and Ryanje as well, but they may have already left Tural. They came and went so fast. let's see. Look for everybody near the taco place. We will be there. Well, taco place is here. Yeah, I really need to play catch up on a lot of like the Dawntrail leveling stuff. A buddy of mine who's playing like now, I think already maxed out all of their like crafters and gatherers maybe. And I don't know how far along they are in the story too, but like, I swear they just started. If Tulilal falls to the enemy, what happens to us? To our homes, our farms, everything we've worked so hard to build. Lives and communities and histories, all reduced to ash by these merciless villains. I heard Val Wuklamat is planning to address the people. Well, what's the point? What can she and her brother possibly have to say? We were attacked, plain and simple. We shall retaliate. Really? The Dawn Servants have a plan already. They've lost so much yet they're prepared to carry on. And standing around worrying about what's to come will change nothing. It would be a lie to say I'm hopeful for the future, but I will go hear what they intend to do. Another one. Still can't believe we were attacked. For mercy, my family was spared. I don't know what I would have done had they come to harm. I understand why Val Wuklamat is going to make an address soon. I'll be there, of course. This person doesn't need to be persuaded, okay. So we specifically have to look for people who need to be persuaded, rather than just everyone. You're in shambles. Please leave me be. My father is gone. Leave me to mourn. Pat pat. Little chin rub. Oh gosh. Jaja is slain? And yet Val Wuklamat and Val Kona still fight for our nation? For us? Very well. If they would speak, the least I can do is listen. Yeah, Papa's gone. R.I.P. Papa. They wouldn't, like, slyly hide someone in a building, would they? Yeah, because we talked to this, but there was nobody. We talked up here. That's not in the range. Gotta be near the alpacas then. Ah, there we go. Despairing alpaca herder. It's not safe here, not anymore. I could try to leave Tural, but where else is there left to go? You look like a well-traveled sort. Please, I can't stay here. But I fear nowhere in Tural is beyond the enemy's reach. What are the lands across the salt? Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be safe there too. I know. Even if I ran, I know I'd regret it in the end. I love Tural. This is my home. And I know the Dawn Servant would give their lives to defend it. I will put my faith in them and listen to what they have to say. Oh, more, okay. Right, they did tell me to take Bayside Bevy, huh? Almost lost a sprint. Remember to lock the taskbar. Or lock the toolbar. Yeah, that's gotta be really eerie to like, have survived the attack, and to just see, like, that in the sky. It's posted. Flustered. Is flustered distressed? Probably. Whatever it is, I don't have time. I have to finish repairing the cart. There's only so much I can carry on my back. When those hollow devils come again, I need to be ready. Val Wuklamat and Val Kona mean well, but they're young and inexperienced. They can barely look after themselves. If we're to survive, I do not know if we can count on them. Why don't you do anyways? They're going to strike back at the enemy, so they're resolved to face this. Maybe it's too early to be thinking of running. Alright, I'll go and hear their address. Stockpiling is also a little panicked. I need to stock up on food and medicine, as much as I can. And what else is there? I can't afford to forget anything. Sorry, miss, but I'm busy. Too much to do and too little time. There's no telling when those stone men will return. I have to get out of here, find somewhere safe. Not if we win. Val-Wuk-Lamad wants to speak to us. Perhaps she has a plan then. I suppose there's no harm in hearing what she has to say. Also, hold on, let me check my game audio too. I might have lowered it when I was playing by myself. So there's a chance it might be like, oh yeah. Yeah, it was like mad quiet compared to where it usually is. Okay, well that's 2. I see a composed merchant. I probably don't have to convince them. Paranoid. Paranoid is good. I can't leave now. What if those soldiers come back? And what are those strange machines looming overhead? Gods, I have so many questions. We're gonna blow them up. I see. It will put my mind at ease to learn something, anything of the threat we face. Alright then, I'll go to the Winged Walk. Thank you. I feel better already, and likely better still once I hear what the Dawn servants have to say. Ah, dang. Not a little oomphy. So one big old address in the throne room? Oh, no. Still there. Oh, tired. Maybe I should get some gamer subs. They're probably gonna give you an address similar to how, like, registrations? Nominations? No. Coronations. The coronation was handled. It looks as though you've brought quite a few people. Thank you. Alice had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing that you were still out there, she decided she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. My apologies for involving you in Turali affairs. Simply helping dear friends in need. Having traveled to the land of Tural, sharing in the rich cultures of your people, I can see it no other way. What more, Zoralja and his army pose a threat not only to Tural, but to the star as a whole. We stand with you to protect what you hold dear. The Arbiter. Thank you. I don't expect you've had much, if any, rest. How are you holding up? I'm fine, thanks to a little encouragement from Saku. Bochi Pride smile. You needn't worry about me either. Whatever weariness I feel is no match for my desire to protect my people. We will restore peace to the nation and preserve our father's legacy. And it begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Right. We need to see a few things first, but feel free to go ahead to the plaza and wait. What's good, Ishtola? Their father raised them well. That he did. think there was a firework just now, but luckily my dog didn't hear him. Yeah, this is totally feeling like a voice cutscene. We got too many people on the field for it not to be voiced.
Namachi, are you all right?
Yes, don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in the recent attack.
How much are you gonna tell? Yeah.
He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor. And for a moment, we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, his foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering.
We love our Arthur meme.
Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel.
This day one on the job is crazy.
And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zoralsha.
Zoralsha? It's true! I saw him!
Yeah, better to just let that out in the open.
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zoralsha torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
We'll simply shoot them down. Yeah, kind of menacing.
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zoralsha and put an end to it all.
No lie, kind of makes me want to play XCOM.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, We will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
Oh?
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Tural's my home, and I'll do my part for it.
And my axe.
Hear, hear, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
We're doing our part.
We fight! We fight! We're two Leolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather the storm!
What movie was that from again?
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuliolal!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Yeah, I want to say like Interstellar Marines, but like that's a game. It had like the insectoids.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. When we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuliolal.
You are the beating heart of our nation. Each and every one of you.
That's right, that's us.
Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Tuliyola will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
Listening to Wuklamat and Kona, I was reminded of my time in the First. While the Exarch was no king, I often found myself speaking before the people of the Crystarium in like manner, and through their deeds they answered me. The people of Tural too will rise to the occasion. This I can tell. In Yasulani's shadow, Alphino is considering how best to carry out Wuklamat's plan. Well, the hour of departure is at hand. Those of us remaining here shall accompany you part way. I, for one, would like to see the dome firsthand. We'll set forth as soon as everyone's ready. I will inform Wuklamat that... There you are! Will inform Wuklamat. Ah, Lamati! She wants to come too? Or I forget, she was coming with us to the dome, right? We were just planning on calling you. Are you ready to leave? I am. Seeing the people come together as one, knowing they haven't given up hope, it was all the encouragement I could ask for. Right then, let's get going. We leave for the Dawntrail Skygate. Oh, that's not good. My dog's pretty soft, and he ended up falling asleep on my foot just now. And that in turn kind of made me feel a little tired too. It's so over. Kind of broke. Yeah, we really need to do more dailies and stuff on 14. So back to Western Town, or are we gonna get a new zone just now? Everyone here? Good. Good. This is it, my friends. We go to strike down Zoralja and secure peace for Tiliolo. We'll be passing through Shaloni, where there have been reports of enemy movement, so stay sharp. The Landsguard had told me about them. They emerged from the dome in quick succession and took to looming overhead. Let's get a Stinian on that. A display of force, like the vessels in Tiliolo. Indeed. And while they haven't taken any aggressive actions, I want to see how things are in the area before moving on. We'll be passing a few settlements on the way to Shaloni Station. It's the perfect opportunity to look around. In that case, Saku, I know a few locals who can help. Then let's divide into two groups. Erinville, Alice, and Saku will come with me to inquire with the locals. Meanwhile, the rest of you can go to inspect the dome. Understood. Once everyone is finished, let us reconvene at Shaloni Station. We can start with I forgot how they said that. Hutsawi? That's where the Dust Watch is based, if I remember correctly. You do. The Sheriff Kameka should be able to tell us a few things. Are we gonna get another talk to the villagers? Damn, I might actually need something with caffeine in it. If we're running down a couple of quests that are like, speak with 10 villagers. Yeah, we haven't even done 30 minutes yet. Yeah, it probably do me some good to get something with a little bit of caffeine. It's Saturday, so it won't matter if I end up staying up super late today. Kameka? Oh, Tutu. Well, I'll be. Valwuklamat as well. I forget how he was. I'm gonna give him a Cassidy Overwatch voice. You're Seraph of Dustwatch, yes? What's the situation, Hutsatali? Well, the enemy hasn't tried to pick a fight with us yet. The ships gave us a shock when they first appeared, but they've been floating around there, home position. That said, I received some unsettling reports from elsewhere. We've been investigating to the extent we can, but we're spread thin and haven't looked in on Shishenwezi Springs yet. Apparently, mechanical soldiers were seen in the vicinity. What? If that's true, then the people there are in danger. I worry about the other townships as well. If the rest of you could head to the springs, I'll pay a visit to Mewaton. I forget how. This is the problem with coming back to things like a week or two later. The gap in knowledge and gameplay. I'll accompany Arendelle. See you all in a little while. We're honored that Valwook Lamont will visit us personally. Please take care out there. Yeah, you know, we barely really explored this this section of the map, huh? Pretty bold for me to say, new map. And all clear this way. The mechanical soldiers don't seem to be in the area. Still, we should talk to the locals. Let's each make rounds and see what we can learn. See, like I want to get up, but I'm also kind of too tired to get up. Oh, you're the one who helped us out the other day. Malika and the others are out investigating. We confirmed that Mutawikwe is safe. It was after the train began its journey back here that the dome appeared. So those who were riding the train then are fine, but we don't know what's become of those that embarked in Yasilani. Oh, what a mess. And just after we finished fixing the tracks. We gotta channel our inner Partitio Octopath 2. Is the random mechanical soldier still here? The mechanical soldier shows no sign of life. It appears to have been run through with a pole alarm. Yeah, you know what? Let me go and grab that real quick. Nah, we ain't got any quapos here. Maybe just like right here. Pretty similar to a pose I did one time. Oh, right, we got the ships in the background there, too. Oh, so maybe we want something tight. Make those ships look huge. Yeah, like right there. Cool, cool. Okay. Let me go ahead and get myself something to drink, and then we'll be right back. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, one sec. Whoa! Teacher. Move. Okay. We are back, sort of, kind of, almost. Getting comfy. There we go. Yeah, I ended up doing a mixture of the huge, sort of. We did a scoop of the Sakura and then a scoop of the fruit punch. Go crazy, go crazy. Though honestly, I think just one scoop of the Sakura is way more than enough. Saki, you came. As you can see, we're doing all right. After those ships appeared from the sky, soldiers clad in white showed up and surrounded the town. But to our surprise and relief, a traveler came along and dealt with them all in a flash. I'll never forget the way he soared through the air. Fucking Estinian, man. Spear in hand, Shama never had a chance to ask his name. We're all safe thanks to him, but I can't say the same for those in Yasalani. We haven't heard from anyone, so I hope Namika as well. Hydration check. I could also kind of go for something savory too, like a... Not necessarily something as heavy as dinner, but like a snack. You heard about the spearman as well? That couldn't be anyone else. What's this? Someone spreading more gossip about me? He's just here? Talk of how I saved the town travels fast. That's not the discount the help of my friend here, of course. We gave those machines a real beating. I thought you'd come sooner or later. Do you know what's happening? So you were indeed the one keeping the people safe. Thank you. Think nothing of it. The automata aren't particularly strong. But are the rumors true? Golul Jaja is slain? I'm afraid so. Zaralja used some dirty tricks to get the better of him. We'll make him pay for what he's done. Mark my words. You're going to help her then, I assume. Yeah. That's about the long short of it. I see. With your contingent, you won't lack for strength. In which case, I'll remain in Shaloni and keep an eye on things. That helps us more than you know. I'll send word to my brother before we set off. If you find yourself in trouble, don't hesitate to contact Kona. Kona? Brother? Oh, wait a sec. You're the Val Resolve? I am. Oh. I am. And you're Zakawa, right? I'll be counting on you to keep everyone here safe. Absolutely! If more of those hollow men show up, I'll send them packing. I'm the fastest gun in Shaloni after all. Saku can attest to that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Glad to hear it. We leave Shaloni in your capable hands. Let's get patrolling right away then. Stay safe out there, and don't do anything reckless. Please. Wasted words, huh? Just do what comes naturally. Right then, it's time we headed to the station and join the others. Yeah, so town's safe. Estinians got it under control. But we don't know about the other towns. Yeah, it's pretty much fine for most of the day. Seems like when it gets closer to night, I start coughing. Oh man, I can tell that's gonna help out a lot. Thanks to Estinian, there were no casualties to speak of in Shaloni. The Etzaro are safe as well. At the very least, there was no sightings of soldiers here. What about the dome? Did you learn anything of note? It is composed of an exceedingly high concentration of lightning energy. To even touch the barrier would prove fatal. When approaching it, we must exercise all caution. Then how are we supposed to get inside? If Zaralja and his army emerge from within, there ought to be an entrance. We gotta sneak inside a jellyfish. An entrance, you say? So it happens we might have an inkling where one is. Chesna. Yeah. These are the engineers of Zaktaral Railing, which operate the train between Shaloni and Yasulani. When we went out to recover the train, we had ourselves a look at the dome through a telescope. It was then that we saw it. A large fortress-like structure. Looked like it straddled the dome's edge. Sun station? You're telling us a part of it is inside, and a part of it is outside? Never mind, not Sun Station. Seemed to be the case, yes. But we only observed from afar. The soldiers were coming and going from it. From that, I'd say it serves as a passage between the outside world and whatever's inside. But as you'd expect, the area is heavily defended. It won't be easy to get near. Do you know what became of the passengers who went to Yasselani? Uklamat's nursemaid was among them, a woman named Namika. What? I'm afraid not. Only the passengers who were headed back here accounted for. I can say for a fact that everything was fine when we arrived in Yasselani. But when that big tremor struck not long after we left the station, I hit the emergency brakes and looked back, and all I could see was the dome. What's more, the fortress sits right on the tracks of all places. What are the odds of that, huh? Assuming this fortress serves as a means to pass through the dome, we should first determine how we're to reach it undetected. I don't care if we're detected. I say we smash our way inside. Yeah, let's do it. Despite how it sounds, I actually gave it some thought. Dualja wants me to prove that I'm Father's worthy successor. If I fail, he'll destroy Tulialo. By charging in head-on, I make my intentions plain as day. And in doing so, keeps his eyes on me. Bold strategy, I like it. Of course, your plan will be no good if you're cut down before reaching their base. What you need is something that'll get you there quick, and break through their defenses with a single decisive blow. And we have just that. Since the tracks go straight to the fortress, we can reinforce our train with armor, load her with all the fuel she'll carry, send her hurtling at it to explode on impact. But the train... Chief, have you gone insane? You were just saying how relieved you were the train was in one piece. Now you want to turn it into a bomb? The train's not important. Our dream was to have the railroads running coast to coast, remember? He's our Particio. If these invaders have their way, there may not be any more railroads, let alone trains to run them on. Is that what you want? Arthur Mim? The sacrifice we have to make. These good folks are willing to put their lives on the line to get inside that dome. Put a stop to all of this. The least we can do to help. But Chief. Listen, no matter how hard things may get, no matter how many times we fail, we can always get back up. As long as we're alive, we can always build another train. So have faith and quit your complaining. What if we fall really, really hard? There's no getting back up if we're dead. No one's dying on the train. I'll see to it myself. Oh, wait, she's gonna be on the train? Needless to say, this will be a one-way trip. And we need to jump off at the last moment if we don't want to go out in a blaze of glory. You alright with that? No change in her mind, is there? Just promise me you'll be careful out there, honey. We'll keep your wife safe. We won't leave you with any sorrows to drown, never fear. Yeah, I mean, what is that bottom option? Is that like a callback, or is that just weird? I'll hold you to it. Can't start a family business without her, much less a family. I'd be allowed to say that the loss of the train doesn't concern me. Oh, good friends, my loving wife beside me, that's all I really need in the end. Well, at least it'll go down as a legendary train that saved Tyrell. That it will. But first, we got work to do so she'll look the part. Mission. Get to cooking. I don't know much about Magitech, but if there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Keep that in mind. If any of you willing and able to lend a hand, there's work that needs to be doing all over the storehouse. It seems we have a path forward. I believe this is as good a time as any for me to return to Talialal and inform Kona of our situation. I shall return as well. I have new investigations to pursue. That was quick. The dome's elemental aspect is similar to that of the gates in the Golden City. If we can identify a connection, we may learn something of use in our fight. It's one mystery after the next, but at least we're not without clues. It may not be easy, but I know we can get through this together. Alright. Even only just having met them, I can see how important the train is to Wawalika and the engineers. We can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. Putting plans into locomotion. While I have no objection to the plan itself, I have one concern. How can we be certain Zoralja will not strike Talialal in retaliation? I considered that a possibility. But when my brother told me to come and prove myself, he meant it. He wants to show that his kingdom is superior to Talialal, and it'll give him no satisfaction to attack when he knows I'm not there. No, he'll be waiting inside the dome, waiting for us to challenge him so that he can crush us and prove his strength. Man, what the heck? Indeed. If anything, we're more likely to put Talialal in danger by not taking the fight to him. Okay, I might have got it out. So we indulge Zoralja, at least until Talialal has shored up its defenses. Right, we'll charge him from the front and keep his eyes on us. During which time Kona will find a way to fortify Talialal. If you believe this the best course, then we shall trust in your judgment. I expect there will be no small amounts of enemy resistance, but we'll do all in our power to assist you. Thank you. Well, time is of the essence. Let's go and see what's left to be done for the train. Train gaming? Give us a train building minigame, train simulator, and Final Fantasy XIV. Looks like work is getting underway. We'll finish up in no time at all. So what can we do to help? No need to hold back. As I understand it, the two of you met your fair share of craftsmen during the Rite of Succession. Would you happen to know a few who'd be willing to come and help us complete modifications for the train? Of course. What sort of craftsmen did you have in mind? Let's see now. Gathering of forces, okay. Perhaps it's my greatest concern to keep the train safe from enemy attacks. Even with y'all aboard to fend them off, it'll be over in an instant if they manage to get a good hit on the cerulean tanks. According to eyewitnesses, the soldiers use lightning-based weapons. So I got a mind to install grounding rods. Did you happen to know a carpenter who can handle that? We could ask the fellow with the fetish for formalities. We could ask Wukevu. That's the same. A master from Okanu, huh? Maybe willing, we'd be glad to have him. No objections from me. Just be sure not to forget the traditional greeting. We need more than just a carpenter if we want to be done in a timely fashion. We got a lot of equipment that needs moving. Heavy equipment. I don't suppose you know anyone up to the task. Bunjantane, Zamurwur? I feel like Zamurwur would be a better pick there. Zamurwur would be perfect. We'd be hard-pressed to find folks stronger than Yakui, and I'm sure he'd be willing to help. Friends with the Yakui? I'll be damned. We'll not want for strength with help like that. Next, I'd like to outfit the train with some powerful weaponry of its own. Like as not, the soldiers will be riding their vessel. We'll need countermeasures to deal with them. That's true. I, for one, can't use magic, nor am I handy with the firearm like my brother. Any ideas for ranged weapons we could use? Let's borrow guns from Kona. Let's install ballistas on the train, big one. Oh, ballista? Battle bus? Ballistas, eh? While they'd be powerful, it seems to me it'd take too long to reload between shots. If there's some sort of ballista that can reload quickly, that might work, but weapons aren't exactly my field of expertise. Perhaps I can be of assistance. Raha knows a little bit about ballistas. The Crystarium employed Aether... Man, what the heck? I hate this. Maybe it's me talking. The Crystarium employed aetherical cannons for its defenses, and I see no reason why the design can't be adopted for your train. While I did not conceive them myself, I know their design. It should be possible to build them here, provided we have the requisite materials and skilled smiths. Now that sounds like something Fonjantane can help with. What are the materials we need? The barrel can be fashioned from any metal, so long as it's highly conductive to ether. The power of the cannon will require fire-aspected crystals of the highest purity. Fire crystals, eh? Might be the miners over at the Springs can help with that. And if we could leave the crystals and smiths in everyone's hands, I shall get started drawing up the schematics. Right then, I'll secure us with the smiths. Sounds like we got our work cut out for us. In the meantime, could you go deal with the materials? Shenza is in charge of our supplies, so it might be good to talk to him about it first. Well, I think we're set for the plan. Thanks for the consultation. Let's get this train dressed up and give her a proper farewell she deserves. Is this gonna be a long one? I don't want to have to talk to 9 people to get this train running. The plan's coming together. To make good speed, I'm gonna try to enlist some more help from among our friends back in Dawntrail. I'll leave the materials in your care. I think I saw Shezna over to the southeast. Shenza. Aether current? Sorry, didn't see you there. What can I do for you? Aetheric cannons? Interested. I have an idea where we can conduct the metal, so I'll take care of that. I'm not sure about the fire crystals, though. Might be best if you spoke directly with the miner. Can I leave that to you? Sure. Great. You're friends with the Yachty, aren't you? One of the best miners around. If anyone can get you the crystals you're after, it's her. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that's too bad. Get jumped, get jumped. Oh. And is this a person? That's gotta be a normal person. Osaki, what brings you around these parts? I need fire crystals. I need to blow things up. The purest fire crystals, you say? I think I heard tell about them before, but what was that about? Now I remember. Ceruanalis. You can find them south of town. They actually ingest fire crystals and keep them in their gut, if you can believe it. If you want the purest crystal, you'll have to go after the oldest, toughest Analis. Nothing you can't handle, right? I'll show you where you can find some to hunt. Look forward to seeing why Emerald thinks so highly of you. Dog. Yeah, definitely moments like these where I wish I maybe had like a box of white cheddar Cheez-Its. We're a little white cheddar Cheez-It brained. If only a smidge. There's quite a lot of wildlife out in these parts. We think it's due to the cerulean, but no one can say for sure. So it's not often that you see big or a dominating sort. That's what you need. What you have to do is hunt down a few of their kind. Establish yourself as a threat. I don't know, that's known to draw out their leader. That's the spirit. And while you're on the hunt, I'll keep watch nearby to make sure no hapless traveler comes stumbling in. Let me murder, murder, kill, kill. Better luck to the south. Got a couple. Yeah, I don't know what it is either, but my leg feels kind of sore. Get ran on. All too easy. Now we're gonna need like 100 of those. Like, how many ballistas is this gonna power? Or how many cannons, I mean? Amazing, you dealt with the beast in no time at all. You need the crystal delivered to Shenza. I'll see you get to, he gets it. Yep. Our fire crystals look a little different. These fire crystals are for the train, aren't they? I heard about your plan to enter the dome. I want to thank you for going to such lengths to stop these invaders. And though he'd grumble if he knew I was asking this, please take care of Elenspia. Anyways, I'd best be on my way. And you as well. In case you're gonna meet her, I saw Wuklamat heading toward the station. Yeah, we'll run it up. Yeah, I wouldn't particularly be opposed to, like, warming up something savory, too. Like, I had a bunch of leftover pizza from the other night. Got that Little Caesars and tap water meal on lock. Alright, Wicklmont, what's good? Wait, you're back already? Enzo told me about the crystals you got him. Good work. I just returned from looking for extra help. We'll see in a moment who answers the call. All will be in readiness for them when they arrive. Damn it. I'm idle for a moment and all I can think of is my home. Keep your chin up, Aramville. We'll be on our way soon, and we'll find your mother. It'll be good to see her after all these years. There's so much I'd ask her about her time together with Papa. Oh, she'll talk your ear off. Once my mother starts, there's no stopping her. I wouldn't want it any other way. Right. Let's return to helping where we can. The real work begins when the extra hands arrive. Wow. Huh. Thank you for making the trek here. To be honest, I wasn't expecting so many of you. Since the attack on Tulilol, I've been wondering if there was aught I could do to help. So when I heard about the upcoming operation from Valcona, I leapt to the chance to do my part. Peace be restored, and then we can all enjoy a nice cup of mezcal. This is our home, and we'll do whatever it takes to keep it safe. Oh, I like this rendition of the song. While I assist with the efforts here, High Luminary Gurfulur does the same of the capital. I'm truly grateful. With all of us working together, there's nothing we can accomplish. Like the cough is like tickling the back of my throat. I'm just gonna start muting for these. Let's get to it, my friends. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Yeah! Yes, let's get to it. Kind of weird timing. Let's say you can do more than that. Come on. I mean, pretty nice. Yo, wait, that gun looks kind of sick. Alright, everyone. Alright, everyone, that'll do it. You've done your part. Let us finish mounting the armor and cannons, and you have yourselves a hard-earned rest. Thank you again for answering the call. No need to thank us now. Whenever you need help, just give us a holler. Indeed, we must all do our parts when the nation is imperiled. You're here. We love Tyrell and we love you, Val-Lucamat. I love you all too. Your kindness and goodwill will not be in vain. This is a promise. Are we gonna get another train dungeon? Thanks again for all your help. Wouldn't have been able to finish so quickly without you. Go ahead and rest up, friend. Won't be long till the train's ready. 97. We're on that last third. Despite his fatigue, there is an undeniable air of satisfaction with Balalika. From here on out, we won't be stopping until the train's ready. If you have any preparations, now would be a good time to see to him. Boarding call will come before you know it. A series of cutscenes will play in sequence moment. Wait for the engineers to finish. We shall.
Right, we're just about done with the modifications, but I have to stress that we cannot afford a test run.
It's fine. We understand and accept the risks. We have faith in you and your craft. I'm sure everything will go to plan. With all the hard work everyone's put in, it couldn't be otherwise.
All right.
Finished at last!
It just rolls out and blows up. Oh fuck, we didn't install the brakes!
Behold, the pinnacle of locomotive engineering, the Dawn Blazer.
Oh.
Amazing!
Wait, was my reverb on this whole time?
She's been fitted with wooden armor and a crystal grounding rod to mitigate the effects of lightning. Naturally, we had to overhaul the engine so it could handle the extra weight.
I also had her outfitted with etheric cannons, the better to contend with enemy forces. And as they're modeled upon those used at the Crystarium, I can attest to their potency.
So, what do you reckon? Given the tight turnaround, I'd say we did a damn good job.
It's a shame we have to blow her up. This is the toughest locomotive we've ever seen.
Glad she's to your liking. I hate to let go of such a beautiful piece of machinery, but I know you'll give her a proper send-off for us.
At the risk of spoiling the mood, we should probably get moving.
Yep, you won't get far if you let them pummel you from the air, but you'll be safe enough once you reach the tunnel.
In that case, I will conceal the train with a spell once everyone is on board.
A little bit of that pixie
It
magic.
should last long enough for us to reach the tunnel unnoticed.
Right. So everyone, are we ready?
We've done all we can. Rest is up to you.
I won't let you down. All aboard!
Vanish.
Very cool. Oh, that's sick.
At this speed, we should arrive at the dome in no time at all.
But not before we're spotted, I expect. Stay alert!
Here we go. Stand
Okay.
fast, everyone.
Turret section.
No, you don't.
Damn, we're kind of crazy with it.
Have care! They've switched to firearms!
Oh dear.
Raha! Jump!
Is that thing gonna explode? Oh. Pretty cool cutscene. Not gonna lie. But we gotta put some protection on these crystals, bro. They're looking out.
Erenville, I need you to take over for me.
What is she doing?
End of the line, everyone!
Oh, that's not an easy jump. Yeah, what if she takes one of these? That'd be kind of crazy. That did nothing! Imagine? Wait, that might have actually done nothing.
That was too close. Still alive, Erinville?
Mostly.
I think we should get a move on, shouldn't we? Kind of neck deep in enemy territory. Okay, that definitely made a dent. This looks like the start of a dungeon.
At last, the enemy stronghold. We should hurry before they can regroup.
Let's go and find out what's inside.
So where's it gonna put me? Oh. Yeah, where are we? Is this like just a tiny little instance? Nah, guys, let's go back to Shalot. Imagine. Alright. Trust gaming.
I won't let you down.
Yeah.
I won't let you down.
Alice is cool. We'll take Alice. Or, fuck. Thinking Alice. Cryo's cool. We'll take Cryo. Oh, wait, this track, though. Damn, we kind of got Aura right there. Vanguard is under attack. Vanguard is under attack. All units prepare for battle. Yeah, now I also want to play Ace Combat. Okay.
Hold still.
Yeah, nasty first mob pack. Enemy sighted, R7 sentries. Prepare to engage. Oh. Oh, damn, wait. The track transition was kind of crazy. Can we get more? Use our Hallowed Ground now, let it go on cooldown.
Take that! Try this!
Now I'll show you.
Allow me.
Boom. Yeah, I could totally listen to this song while I'm just running shit down. A red vehicle, an indication of rank perhaps. The Red Rider. Intruders detected, initializing extermination protocol. One of the best music in Dawntrail? Yeah, it's really, really good. Anyways, hello, how you doing? Okay, I see what it's doing. So, it's gonna turn. And when it does... Oh, okay, I guess that's still in range. Alright, something going on? Okay, Wing Blade, this side. You know, I'm just gonna follow the team. That's not as exciting though. I want to be like right next to the blade. We gotta find that sweet spot.
Now I'll show you.
Oh. You know, that's something I didn't notice. So fight or flight isn't just physical anymore. I can use my fight or flight and go into my Requiescat window and like still do increased damage. I feel like that's a stronger burst, right? Like I swear for a moment there was like a part where like you shouldn't have been using magic damage while the window was happening or something. You're supposed to use playtime and Requiescat together. At one point in time it wasn't though, right? Like at one point in time I feel like you were supposed to space them out, like to go like back and forth between them, where you would do your atonement right before Requiescat, because yeah, it does damage, yeah. You don't think so? Huh. So I was doing that wrong the entire time then. Intruders detected, engaging defense turrets. Let me at him!
Allow me.
Oh, I guess it's not called Requiescat anymore, huh? Imperator? Hit him with that imp.
Hold still.
Damn, talk about Arbiter 2. This hallway's kind of reminded me of like Assault in the Control Room. Like these side pillars right here. We're Halo killed.
Hold on.
My DPS players are trolling because they should be addling. They should be addling every pull. I'm not seeing that shit. Or, wait, is it addle? Addle is heal, huh? They should be fainting. Ooh, this guy looks cool. Addle is, yeah, Faint is the opposite.
There.
Alright, let's see. What should I be looking out for here? A lot of turrets. Oh, that's a lot of turrets. I think I can just be right here. So spinny. And we probably want to avoid stepping on the purple walls of potential death. Whoa! That's kind of cool. This reminds me of Fusion Frenzy. Oh, overdid it. Motion sensitive. Oh, okay. We do not move. Or we move minimally. Okay, what the fuck is this? This looks fucked up. I mean, you can kind of just wait for everything to stack. Because my NPCs totally need this right now. Yeah, this boss feels stressful, bro. I'm just gonna do in and out. Oh, fuck. I lost track. Oh, these don't give weakness, though. Yeah, that's nothing. Quick, before it's over! Wait, why are we all fucking stacking? Oh, it's dead. I was about to say, like... Damn it all. Power the crossbridge and release the beast. We can stop them here.
Allow me. I feel like my whole world's gonna change now that I know I should have been using fight or flight with my Requiescat this whole time.
Like, that's gotta have been so much lost damage. Because I swear it was like only magic or physical. So I always alternated between the two. Like if my fight or flight wasn't up, I would make sure to use my Requiescat. And then like inverse, if my Requiescat was up, I would make sure to use my fight or flight or whatever. I got tooltip diff. Oh, I probably could have moved up. That's a bit of an annoying enemy to fight with another squad, though. I swear, this is so Forerunner. These are just fucking, yeah, these are just Forerunners. Forerunner vibe.
Allow me.
Healthy guy. They should have just kept that music going. I would have loved to fight the last boss with that. Who's this? Such serious breach should be allowed, but it ends now. Does that mean shouldn't be allowed? Ophidan Outrider, Xander the Snake Skinner. We redeem our honor with your lives. Sunday! Anything to say? Something's not right about this. That's just the guy. You truly believe yourself a match for us? The audacity! On your knees, huh? Oh, scary. I see. How long is that gonna... Okay. Alright, no way in hell this guy... This is the whole thing. You know? Because there's no way we got this man to 50% already. Like, there's gotta be a phase 2. just has to let me hit. Oh, he's not gonna die. He's gonna get rezzed. Right. What can we do about that? That was no resurrection magic. I call on the soul of the serpent, the great devourer. Give me the strength to destroy our enemies. Oh. You'll pay for the souls you've made me waste this day. Yeah, it's like very Chimera. Do we know which way he swings? Oh, I see. Right hand. Ah! Okay, so we never want to be directly behind his tail.
Try this!
Yeah. So some observations so far. He used souls. Is a soul like a form of currency here? Where they can call upon souls from things and like fuse? So that means it's probably still single use since we costed him a soul, you know? Ah, fuck. Okay, not bad. Pretty cool dungeon. Samurai blade? Oh, we got a helmet. We got the helmet. So we have the helmet and we have the pants. Oh, and it's dyeable too? That's nuts. Alright, we might have to run it back for some of these. Can toggle the appearance thing for the helmet too? Oh. I hope it doesn't look lame. Whoa, it's so sick! I was scared that like when I toggled it, it would get rid of the mask, the visor, and it just looked kind of lame. I'm glad to be wrong.
What greeted us was not the home that I had left behind. There was no mistaking we had reached Yassulani, and yet it was wholly unlike my memories. The lands of my childhood had changed beyond imagining.
Youch.
To where had I returned?
50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
We tread on, the darkened skies above a mirror to my heart, clouded with fear and uncertainty.
How bizarre. This cannot be Yassulani, can it?
Imagine Erenville's like, oh yeah, it's just how we left it. Everyone just pauses. Yo, what the fuck? Oh, I'm really digging this track though. This is a really good track. I was prepared for something strange, but this, it's like another world. I don't understand. Erenville looks upon Yassulani in disbelief. It doesn't make sense. That tower, was it always there? No, definitely no. Nor the wall over there. That material is not something we use in Tiral. It's closer to what we saw at the gate to the Golden City, or those mechanical soldiers. Such a massive structure couldn't possibly have been built in such a short time. Then I'm inclined to assume we've been transported to another location, or perhaps... Well, speculation will avail us not. We need to learn more before we can draw conclusions. Let's take a look around then. Oh, fuck, right! Pause. Speculation. Wasn't Y'shtola talking about reflections? What if the orb brought us into a reflection? Which makes sense, which would mean, which would explain why, I mean, obviously there could be other reasons, but that could be why Erenville doesn't recognize Yassulani. That could explain the skies. Could probably explain a lot of things. Like, maybe we're misinterpreting the lightning orbs as, like, lightning orbs, when they're really, like, big old dimension gates. That looks like a train station, doesn't it? That must be Yassulani Station, where the passengers disembarked. Then perhaps we'll find someone to talk to there. Let's go and investigate. Yeah, really good track for this area. Might be a number 2 in comparison to Shaloni. Because I still really like the guitar licks in Shaloni in the morning theme, but this is really good too. I'm pretty sure this is Yassilani Station. But from the state of it, I'd swear it was abandoned years ago. I'm not sure what to make of this. We should look around a bit more. The building is a rotting husk. It's clearly been many years since anyone lived here. Wait, another thing. What if, like, it, like, advances aging or something? Like, can you imagine time passing quicker in here? Like, we step out and then it's, like, months or years since they last saw us leave? Yeah, because this amount of, like, dilapidation and stuff probably wouldn't happen overnight. Like, the lightning orb, like, literally just happened. You find a train turntable. The thick layers of rust suggest it hasn't been used in years. I may be reading too far into it, but we'll see, we'll see. The tracks are heavily rusted. It would seem they haven't been tended to in a long while. Wait. Are they inactive? Oh. Oh, they got the eyeballs. Finished poking around, have you? Let's gather everyone then. I want you to take a look at this. Maybe it's on standby? It's one of the mechanical soldiers, long since broken apparently. But I'd say its presence confirms that this is indeed Zoraljah's domain we're in. What about the rest of you? Did you learn anything? So all evidence suggests this is Yassilani Station. I have no doubt we're in Yassilani, but I don't understand why these buildings are so run down. They were completed barely a year ago. For new structures to deteriorate and enormous ones to appear in a flash, if I didn't know any better, I'd say time flows differently here. Yeah. Is such a thing even possible? We have encountered this phenomenon before, as it so happens. Though it may be difficult to believe, our world is but one of several. In some respects, they're similar to one another, but in others, wholly different. We call them reflections. Simply put, the rift between dimensions causes time to flow at a different pace in each world. While hours pass in one, years may have come and gone in another. But if this is Yassilani, then we should still be in the source. The flow of time should be synchronized. Yeah, it's weird that it's still Yassilani and something Erenville recognizes, and yeah. I'm not sure I follow all this talk of reflections and dimensions. But if Erenville says this is Yassilani, then it must be. Your village is a little further along, right? Erenville! Yes. It is a short distance to the northwest. Let's head there next then. Rather than talk theory, it's always better to confirm things firsthand. Nodders? May I be of assistance? It's still functioning? Oak? It doesn't seem to be hostile, at least. Perhaps we can ask it some questions. Can you tell us where we are? Unable to confirm credentials, please present citizen identification. Unable to confirm credentials. Confirm. Seems it's broken after all. Too strange by half. Let's leave it and get going. Are those lightning rods? That's how they get the power. Would you accompany me for a moment? There's something I wish to investigate. Yeah, so I would be surprised if this zone has any sort of massive change after like working through the main scenario. Maybe missing that could maybe disappear, because the only other zone that I think had like a massive change might have just been like gosh, what was the name of the moon? Mare Lamentorum or something. Mare Lamentorum, with the whole like Zodiac appearing thing. And that seems like kind of Zodiac sized as a change. Look there. The lightning appears to be drawn to those pole-shaped structures over yonder. The design suggests there's some manner of lightning rod. Let's go and take a closer look. The material appears to be the same that is used in mechanical soldiers and warships. On closer inspection, it appears to bear fine etchings. Rather reminiscent of arcane runes, these. I suspect they're not merely decorative. I will posit it's used to harness lightning as a source of energy. Quite impressive technology. I'll share the observation with the Shola. For a blessing, the dome doesn't appear to interfere with link pearls. Thanks for accompanying me. Let's head to the village and find the others. Yeah, okay. So, like, here's my take. My guess. So there's, like, two things that could happen here, right? No. Because if it's a reflection, maybe this reflection had some sort of lightning problem. And those that survived decided to adapt and make use of all the lightning. Or it could be time all fucky wucky. And the lightning thing still exists. I mean, I guess it's always gonna be the same. What in the world? Maybe it's all quantum entangled. We can just like look away and then it'll be back to normal. Outer Wilds.
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here? And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Mayhaps they all moved into the big structure over yonder.
None of this makes sense.
Excuse me. Are you looking for someone?
Oh? Who's this? Oh, we saw her at the, in Toliolo.
I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows. Sorolja has told me a great deal about you.
She sounds kind of familiar.
Sorolja.
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria.
And I like her hair.
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Queen of Reason? If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Sorolja holds that title, and together do we reign.
He made his own kingdom of blackjack and hookers?
Then you're both behind the attack on Tulihiola.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Sorolja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I. It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
Our aid? I'll admit I cannot imagine King Sorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the queen.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it. A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
Yeah. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasulani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know!
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Or, where did you come from? Where did they go?
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself. What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barrier surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? how after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the First. Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Yeah.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
I mean, she doesn't seem that bad.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides...
Yeah, map knowledge.
You're right.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tulihyolal?
Noble Wook Lamart, shall we dispense with the formalities?
Answer a question, though.
I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zorolja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolal.
So he alone is to blame.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
He's using that good old, beats knowledge.
Wonderful! If you would follow me.
Yeah, isn't it a little odd for the Queen to be walking around? Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit of a weird doubter moment.
Is that concern or suspicion?
Can be both.
If things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid? I jest, of course, but you do strike me as the most capable here.
She can sense our aura. So just me and Alice back here? I think it goes without saying, but we're not going to trust her like that, just like that, right? Any way you look at it, a mysterious girl who appears out of nowhere, proclaiming herself a queen, is suspicious. She gave us hot chocolate, though. A royal welcome. Well, having established that we should be wary, we should use more information, or we could use more information. So let's head to this place, the outskirts, and see what we can learn. Perhaps about Sphene as well. Sphene. He has a fun name. Oh yeah, we did see her in Tuliolal, just hanging out watching watching while her dudes wreck the place, so it's kind of like, eh. Not a great look. Yeah, we're not getting that scan. I trust you have similar farming facilities in Tidal. They're completely different from ours. I've got no idea what all those machines do. We settled on the approach after some trial and error. The Turali have their own methods of farming, which they wanted to continue employing. But the environment makes it challenging. There's too much rain and not enough light. Thankfully, the use of electrope has allowed us to fortify the buildings here, as well as provide what nature cannot. What? Electrope. It's a material we use for myriad devices and applications. A topic for another time, perhaps. If you follow me, we're nearly to the outskirts. Is that just electricity? Like, electrope? Yeah, electricity do go crazy. Don't fuck with electricity. It'll put you down. Yupes Halo?
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
Is this supposed to be from Final Fantasy IX? Yeah, because this track sounds like a classic track. You know what I mean?
Queen's Fiend? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
You look well, Paquine. And Catogne, I see you've already taken to your new position.
Are they like mind wiping these guys or something?
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Lamachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can, even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
Everyone seems kind of calm
Tuliola's
about
vow of resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions.
the electricity orb.
They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
the rumors of a link to the outside are true, then Rook Lamont is still so young. Where are my manners? I am Papone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautan to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa.
Kafkiwa? I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Oh. Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
So she knows.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
Okay, such a stretch. Incredible stretch. That could have meant one of two things. That could have meant her mom. That could have meant Erinville's mom. It has some sort of relation with the guards. Maybe she. Yeah, maybe she's got some sort of relation with the guards. Or Sphene just can't talk with the guards around, but it's one or the other.
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Papone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
Yeah, so it's been 30 years.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago. Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
So he didn't know that 30 years passed.
30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome.
Well, it's a good thing it's going the other way. That means we could spend as much time as we want in here and it won't feel like anything's gone on outside. Meaning this place is another reflection.
I cannot say for certain, but I strongly suspect that to be the case. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the source's temporal flow.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sveen, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yasolani.
30 years, though.
Even if I don't understand the half of it, I would learn more of this place before we confront Zorolja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all. And I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care.
Hmm.
Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
So what does she do as the queen then, if she's like always out here doing random shit?
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine, and that's enough for me.
Purple juice. Electrope has done much to improve the efficiency of their farming, but hasn't replaced everything. The people wanted to preserve their old way of life, and we didn't want to force ours upon them. We went to such lengths so that our culture could coexist, even going so far as to learn our tongue. I'm sure everyone appreciated that. Communication was thankfully not an issue, but the Turali tongue is surprisingly similar to Alexandrian. Of course, there are words and phrases for which there are no equivalent, but those can be taught with minimal effort. Through mutual respect, understanding, and patience, we Alexandrians and Turali have learned a great deal from one another. And I'm sure there's much you wish to learn as well. But please, if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Turali tart. Rather than bore you with the lengthy explanation, let's head back to the farm we passed earlier. Yuyupe's Halo, it's called. We can speak with one of the farmers when we arrive. I guess we're off to Yuyupe's Halo. Is it necessary? Allow me to introduce you to Mahuswa. Mahuswa? One of the most experienced farmhands in all of Alexandria. She's well versed in myriad farming techniques. Indeed, the wealth of knowledge she shared with the other farmers is what has allowed this place to flourish. Queen Sphene, but what do I owe this sudden shower of praise? My apologies for interruption. Why did she say it like that? She was standing right next to her. My apologies for the interruption. I'm come with guests from beyond the barrier. They wish to learn more of Alexandria, and so I invited them to see how our crops are grown. I do hope that's alright. So the rumor of visitors from the outside were true. What manner of host would we be to deny them a look around? And I gather your majesty also intended to check on things here. You know me too well, Maswa. I thought to seize this opportunity to see how the farmers fare, or perhaps pepper them with a few questions, though I do so enjoy observing and taking part in their work too. It would appear we have her permission, so please walk the grounds to your heart's content. You go on ahead. I'll keep Sphene company. Don't misunderstand, I'm not the suspicious type, but given our positions, it would make sense for us to go around together, wouldn't you say? A fair point, but be sure not to let me out of your sight. I shall remain under Wuklamat's watchful eye. Pray come find us after you've seen your fill and spoken with the other farmhands. After watching Doom Knight, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, hopefully you had a good time. We're currently just going through some main story prog. Yeah, it sounds so like foreboding here. Or foreboding is the wrong word. Maybe it is foreboding? I don't know, it's like there's something weird going on here. Type music, you know? Light levels appear to be fine. As for the power source... you wish to know about my job? I attend to the fields mostly, watering the crops, keeping the soil fertile, and so on. It admittedly took some time until I fully understood how best to carry out my duties. I also manage the lamps we use in the fields. We do our best to keep everyone up to code, or everything up to code. But should they ever start to malfunction, it's up to me to fix them. The land and sky being what they are, ensuring a rich harvest makes for constant work. But honestly, I enjoy how involved the process is. Both my parents are Alexandrians. I didn't grow up knowing much about anything, of anything about farming. Every day's an opportunity to learn and grow. Oh, unfamiliar face. I gather this is your first time on site. Yep. Tell me about yourself. Well, this here is the storehouse, or rather the entrance. The real storehouse is underground, much more spacious, and equipped with the temperature regulation system to keep the harvest from spoiling. Since the entrance is so small, it's much easier to prevent wild beasts from wandering inside. Also makes it a viable facility for breeding and raising livestock. We've even got a few beds down there for the emergencies. My parents often complain about how Alexandrian technology and electro complicate our lives, but it's just a matter of learning how things work. Like my job, for instance. I'm presently overseeing the storage of harvested crops. They'll be taken up to the tower for processing, and from there find their way to every dining table in Alexandria. Works hard, I'll not deny, but I take great satisfaction in what I do. Reminds me of the big seed storage. So there must be like gondolas then, right? If they're sending it to, like, I'm maybe gonna guess that that's Alexandria, or whatever, like the big city. They're saying that you and yours are visitors from beyond the barrier. Is that true? Yeah. So it is, which means we're connected to the outside world again. Not that I have any desire to leave, mind you. I'm quite content with life here in Alexandria. But setting that aside, you're here to observe our work, right? As you can see, I'm in charge of livestock. Here at Yupis Halo, we produce not only fruits and vegetables, but also meat, poultry, and eggs. Tending the animals is an absolute joy. But I have to be careful not to grow attached. It's always a little sad when they're shipped off, but a job's a job. Well, I need to get back to it, but it was nice talking to you. Please give my regards to the Queen. Beakwood's Bean. Reminds me a lot of the area in, what was it, Cape Westwind? That kind of spot. Like near Camp Blue Fog. The colors feel kind of similar. And then they also had the whole Garlemald occupation too. I see. Don't be too hard on yourself. Anyone could have been hard-pressed to deal with such a thing. Welcome back. My apologies for failing to notice your return. I gather you've had your fill of speaking with the farmers. But, then let us return to Mahuswa. Well, what are your impressions of the farm? Everything was surprisingly normal. I'm amazed that everyone loves their work. Yeah, it was pretty normal. Well, that's comforting to hear. Your words serve to affirm that my people do not work with undue strain. And what did you think of our little tour, Lamati? Oh, she's calling her Lamati. Oh, what did you just call me? Was that inappropriate? My apologies. I heard the others call you that by that name, and I thought. No, it's fine. As you said before, we have no need for titles and formalities. What can we call Sphene? Just Sphene? As for my thoughts, I was very impressed. The machines could be used to overcome so harsh an environment is amazing. That machines can be used to overcome such harsh environments is amazing. I've never seen anything like it. The feeling's understandable. Indeed, many still find the machinery behind me baffling. It's a system that controls the distribution of water for the fields and livestock. It's been acting up lately, though. Acting up, you say? You needn't worry, my queen. It happens fairly often. But simply, it's taken in water that had a strong lightning charge. We think some creatures may have been charged up with the energy, and they're releasing it into the river we use as a source. The system could return to normal if the creatures were dealt with, but I'm reluctant to beg it of the army. Let us do it. We could take care of it if you'd like. That is most gracious for you to offer, but it is much too dangerous. It's no trouble at all for the vowed resolve of Tilialol. Regardless of how the relationship between our nations may develop, if there are people in need, I want to help. Simple as that. And Sako is even stronger than I am. It shouldn't take us long at all. Then very well. I gratefully accept, but please take all care. This ought to go even faster if you and I search for lightning charge fiends on our own. Good hunting. She wants us to solo. Wait, how much of that is getting picked up? Maybe it's fine. Karaoke in the other room. I see it getting picked up on the mic, but I'm just gonna assume it's not that loud. Could be though, because I'm seeing it hit like 25. I'm gonna raise my gain, or lower my gain just a little bit. Oh, after I get out of this fight. Oh, wait. I haven't seen that. What the fuck? Blade of Honor? Have I been? Oh, right. I haven't even really been fighting as a level 100. So Requiesce, or Imperator, has a second action now. Cool. Oh yeah, let me change the audio just a tad. Now I think it was this way. Yeah, we'll just put it right there. It's not like the loudest, but I can also just like scoot up. Alright. Yeah, I might like scoot up and pardon the noise. Bring that a little down. The only problem is it does block a significant portion of my screen. But I think audio quality should be a lot better here too. We gotta one day figure out a good placement for my mic. Okay, so what becomes Blade of Honor? Is it after the entire, this? Okay. Man, we're not gonna see it. Oh, we did. I'm gonna move the mic up again. With it there, I can't really like see like the top left half of my screen. Ah, your book. Oh, right. I can't read that if my phone camera is there either. Ah, you're both alright. Thank goodness. You needn't have worried so much. We barely broke a sweat dealing with the fiends. They're all gone now. Of course I was worried. You're my dear guests. But thank you. We truly appreciate this. Indeed. With this, we won't have to ask Zeralja's machines for help. He's been making a concerted effort to bolster his forces. Sparing but a fraction for the people's protection. He thinks nothing of our safety, unlike Queen's Fiend. That's enough, Mahuswa. If you have grievances, I'll hear them later, but to speak of the king now? No, she's right. He's never been one to look after his people. Anyways, thanks for letting us tour the farm. The folks here are delightful, and it was a pleasure to meet them. You couldn't have favored us with more uplifting words. My people are my pride and joy. And you never fail to let us know, nor how much you care. Of course, you're my precious family, all of you. You seem a good swords fiend, that I'll admit. But you'll forgive me if I'm not ready to lower my guard for the enemy queen just yet. For you to be called that, I dread to imagine what villainy your majesty's committed. Come now, this is no laughing matter. A ruler is responsible for the well-being of the welfare of countless lives, and one wrong decision can lead to untold suffering. Failure is unconscionable. How come we're like locking in? Now, I believe we're done for the with the farm. Let's move on, shall we? I really like her dress. on the cloud. Perhaps we should head back to the outskirts. I dare say your friends will have returned by now. My thanks again for dealing with the fiends. Come visit us anytime. Do you hear that? Feels kind of empty. Oh.
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
What does she mean by that? She said that with such a... like a aw damn type vibe. Are we gonna find out they do like ritual sacrifice?
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you.
We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right.
Namika? Oh,
What's
right.
the matter, dear?
Did she get like significantly aged? Yeah, that's her bracelet.
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end.
They're gonna turn her into
Be
soul
not
cells,
afraid.
aren't they?
Your memory will live on. In us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible.
Oh.
I could not bring myself to refuse her.
She was waiting for Wook to show up. This whole time.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
Yeah, that's a damn shame.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred.
Next question, though, is
specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a Void Gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
Was it a rejoining?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sven's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
But of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep, that tower over yonder. Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoraljar resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoraljar do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father. And to do so, I intend to take Zoraljar's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
Then she's like, yeah, go for it.
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
Wait. The queen... Yeah, the queen is playing fucking mind games.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud.
Oh.
Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
The actual cloud? Yeah, I mean, that's not great, though. The ability to, like, pick and choose which people, what memories people can have and can't. Not looking too good for this kingdom. What's going on? How could Pepone suddenly forget about Namika? It's as if he never knew her. Could the same thing have happened to the others as well, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's make inquiries about Namika in the area. We can reconvene after at the area Aetheryte. We're gonna get a bunch of who the fuck? And then it's gonna be like, yeah, I guess so. What in the goddamn? Remember Namika? An old woman named Namika. I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help. Caregiving resident. I do recall caring for someone until recently, and you say that it was a woman named Namika. While I can't say for certain it was her, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. Yo, what the fuck that mean though? It's not common, but it does happen from time to time. That looks like a Protectatron state. Tank, whatever they're called. The like housing unit in Fallout. That's 100% gonna open up and something's in there. What's that? Do I know Namika? Never met anyone by that name, and I've worked on the outskirts for a good while now. To spend time here, I'd remember. Yeah, everyone ran over to like say like, damn, late's Namika, and now it's like nothing ever happened. So it was the same for everyone. Oh. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of aether corresponding to that act too, and I sensed none in the moment. Neither did I, but I did notice something else. Right before Pepone seemingly forgot, a light in the device on the green on his head began to blink. There be a connection. Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continued making such inquiries, I expect we'd only cause a confusion. Indeed. If we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kahui? How do you say it? Pausia instead? They said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. Kahuika? Kahui. Oh, what the heck? Angry eyes? Impossible. It's a face in an orb? Another kind of mechanical soldier. It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Now, Uklamat, we are literally in their territory. I don't know about that. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking some questions. Erenville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. Nothing. I'm fine. Well, it went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try and track it down. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. What if the Thunder Yard... I will just keep going. I'll let them cook. You found it. Maybe it's leading us somewhere? To the northeast. Then it must be bound for the mines. Come on then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. If we can talk with link pearls in here, I wonder how that works for time displacement. I heard faint voices coming on from inside. So it's not alone, but we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready to fight, everyone. I mean, I don't know if that thing's got, like, a way to fight, you know? Thing looks like you tip it over and, like, it might crack. I can hear them. Several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going. Stay on guard. This feels kind of voice cutscene.
What is this?
Ironville!
Oh.
A trap?
Is this some sort of resistance?
It really is you!
Mama?
Huh?
Who?
Yeah, none of them have the weird little thing on their head.
I just had to get a look at you in the light. And I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elizabeth!
My darling, what now?
That's Mama.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Is that Mama? Fussy little bun bun. Let's lean into it.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galul Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Ellen Espierre was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
I love how tired of it Arendelle looks.
Notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in, come in! Friends of my LNSP are always welcome.
I love how expressive she is.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
Yeah, this is 100% like some sort of resistance, so ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, you know? Like, none of these guys got the head thing on. And it seems like they may be working with, like, stolen tech. Oh, and I love this track. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what happened, we'll need to ask her. Lo-fi beats to Topor Regime 2. Arendelle is conflicted by this long-faded reunion. Let us hear what she has to say. I hope they let her talk more. Partly because I want to listen, but also I love her, like, acting. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Baldesion? It's been a while since I heard that name. Did I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, this? It's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. Winters? We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion we call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zoralja's ambitions for conquest. As the leader, it's prudent that I remain where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearance is notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are. Truth be told, Oblivion was founded by an altogether different purpose. Or for an altogether different purpose. And that is... As you expect, you've already noticed. Everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original goal. And they failed. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This is a long time ago and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zoralja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taken his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your head. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electrope technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operation. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is a regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. If they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packed in cells. And they can be used to replenish the life force that's lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation, to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Something kind of nasty about that, though, no? Souls is a common resource, and payment for services rendered. The Void Send practice of consuming others for their aether comes to mind. And similarly, I expect the act that the act comes with some risk. Yeah, just like the 13th. Yeah, wouldn't the consciousness of others corrupt your own? Or doesn't it dilute your sense of self? Maybe, because we saw that guy turn into like a chimera, right? That is prevented through memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management? Then the reason everyone's forgotten Namika's existence. Regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearers. If they should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. So from what it sounds like, maybe they created some form of like electric soul. And they're using those to back up souls into currently living ones when they're turned into soul cells. So there might be like hard drives in there. Hard drives of people's souls. And then they like wipe the soul of whoever's still like, or whoever like recently died, and transfer what's in the backup. I don't know. That way nothing is lost type beat. Reason being is that the regulators forcibly extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? Why would they do such a thing? Wouldn't that mean that nobody has ever experienced death here? Because if the memories of the lost get wiped, that would mean the concept of lost, the concept of the loss of life just isn't something that's present in this society. It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain. Yeah. This is what is meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed. All memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators, and an integral step in soul cell production. You see, when a person dies of natural causes, the soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. And that just gets put in the reserve. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here. On the surface, it's similar to the Yakui philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria. The system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could, that the nation could endure. So maybe there was like just one really massive tragedy that prompted this to happen. But, I mean, it's like, if you don't remember the loss, how can you ever learn from it, you know? I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people, but I just find it hard to believe that Tirali would also accept this way of living. They didn't. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. It didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said that she wants to help us stop Zoralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motive, she's given the people a choice: live with the risk of true death or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. It is the natural order of things. Right, but however you feel about them, it'd be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. The distortion on this track is making this kind of creepy too. Are we gonna watch someone die? Yeah, I do really like the track though. It's a good track. Everyone here? Good. The responsibility of the Thunderyard hunters to felony fiends found wandering this area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Are we just gonna watch them solo and fight these fiends? That's gonna be like kind of sad. Oh shit. What if the sentries are all the wiped souls? They don't know what they're doing. Kohika, what are you doing here, and with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed that you were wearing special regulators like Queen's Fiend's crown, but they aren't wearing anything at all. Special regulators? It's much too dangerous to be here without one. What if they're struck by lightning or attacked by beast? Oh, so that's why she's not afraid to go where she wants to go. Because it doesn't matter, she's not gonna die. What if her regulator pulls from everyone? I can assure you they're all quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I'll take full responsibility. Don't say I didn't warn you. Injure aside, there isn't really much to see. Huika said you were a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers that guard the place? Would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, huh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeep of Alexander's infrastructure. So it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. The perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Of course. In which case, it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance to draw out something worthy of a demonstration. A forlorn. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should each slay what we can. Murder, murder, kill, kill. And how are we doing on time? 10:30. We'll probably go for a little bit longer. Maybe at the end of this quest we'll call it. Unless it gets like super juicy. Alright. Yeah, just a shame that I was kind of hoping to maybe get through more quests. But maybe I started it kind of early. Because I don't remember if I started quest at 96, and if we only got to 97 tonight, that's kind of eh. So what do they plan on doing? This one will do nicely. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I face worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let's help. Oh no. Look out! Gang, we just watched someone die. And she's back. Oh, preserve. She needs healing. Crazy lightning timing. That was embarrassing. The bastard caught me off guard. I think that bastard's still alive though, right? Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. It's only take a moment. Ultra Instinct? Oh, shit. Oh, this thing's super dead. That's not coming back in Dawntrail 2. Just like Zoralja. Come on, let's get out of here. So you can supercharge your soul. That's also a function on the regulator? I think I understand now how Zoralja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa. I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was like if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me. You empowered yourself with the soul of a beast. I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at Vanguard who did the same. You crossed one of our king's elite. Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should get back to work. Take care. And there you have it. The regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls, those of people and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. Then what about the souls of beasts? They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you use the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Strika. Using several of the same type at once, however, could result in physical change. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the souls of other beings becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Scent. Yet unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle to which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. Civilizations in the Reflection are surprising indeed. Existential moment. While we all have our own thoughts on souls, for now the important thing is we know what powers Zoralja has at his disposal. It's one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from the soul entirely is unprecedented technology. It is no longer only Talialal's concern. With its newfound powers, Zoralja has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped, no matter the cost. Yeah, how many did we do? I want to check. So we started at... Oh, actually we did a lot of quests. Because I think I started at pick up the pieces. Or together as one. Is the next one a level 98? 97. But it is... It does look like it might have some juice. So I think, if anything, this is probably going to be the best time to call it. I think we made a lot of good progress today. For everyone who stuck around and stopped by, thank you so much. I always appreciate the company. That's going to do it for me today, though. Thank you. GG's. Peace. See you next time.